So we're going inside. I'm gonna go in the kitchen and I'm gonna make another lechon belly. This time I will try to make it even more tasty than before. Yes, more tasty than before. So I'm using actually a frozen lechon belly. You might wonder, why would you use a frozen lechon belly? Well, first of all, this is the fifth lechon belly ever that I made, and I never tried to use a frozen one. And I thought it would be nice to try because it's always good to keep a little bit in your freezer, you know. So if you have a lechon belly in your freezer, you can make it anytime you like. And also what I like about this lechon belly in particular is that the size is not so big. It's 1.25 kilos. So it's actually very handy to keep in your house. And so I defrosted it overnight for 24 hours. And surprisingly, this lechon belly was the crispiest lechon belly, the most crunchy ever that I tried. Promise, that was really so crispy. And I will show you what I did. First of all, I just rubbed it in as usual with some black pepper, some salt, and some garlic powder. And after that, I steamed it for 30 minutes. And the nice thing is that it really fits inside a small steamer. So for the water, I put some shallots and star anise as well as some bay leaves, and then put the heat on. But what I put inside the lechon belly was also interesting. I had some chives left over in the fridge, and these were still perfect to be used for inside the lechon belly, and it gave it really a nice flavor. By the way, I also added some chili flakes and lemongrass, so the tanglad. Tanglad, I made sure to squeeze it a little bit and to make some cuts so that the juice come out. Then I rolled it as usual, and then I will show you after putting the, how do you call this thing? Not a rope. It's not a rope. So anyway, the lechon belly, as you can see, is a small size, and it fit perfectly in the steamer. So that was really what I hoped for. And look at that. So it was perfect size for this steamer. I could still put the lid on like that. And then after steaming for 30 minutes, the lechon belly looked like this. Just put a weight on it so that the lid stays down. And I think the result was pretty good already. There we go. So this is the first step, of course. We still need to put it back in the oven to make it very crispy. Now the skin is still soft, but I think it already looks delicious. So the next step, what I did was a little bit different than usual. I put some plastic around it. First I let it cool off, put plastic around it, and then put it back in the freezer for approximately 2 hours. Okay? And I think that process really helped it make it more crunchy. So then I put it on a tray and I added a good amount of salt. And still I think that salt is the best one. So far, I find that compared to soy sauce and oil, the salt is really the best one. By the way, I was making some meatballs here as a side dish. So put it back in the oven, and now it's 250 degrees Celsius for 1.5 hours. Okay, so 1.5 hours, and then it looked like this, super crunchy. But there was a final step that I did, and I think that was really something that made the difference. See, it's already looking good, but one more step, guys. So here we go, the lechon belly. It looks amazing, it smells amazing, and now we need to try it, of course. And I think it's very crispy. So then, like I said, one more step. I put it back. Actually, after it cooled down, I put it back for approximately 15 minutes on a grill setting. And look at this. It was super crunchy, super crispy, like I've never tried before. And very delicious. So I really hope you like this episode. the first episode of 2022 with the Lechon belly. And maraming salamat po. See you next time with more Filipino food.